Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about breakfast taquitos. We're gonna put them on a blackstone griddle, then we're gonna fry them in our large cast iron pan. You guys stay tuned. Absolutely no idea how this idea came about. My wife's been on to me about making different breakfast ideas because breakfasts are so popular on the griddle, and obviously I agree. We've been killing breakfast lately. The girls are getting more involved in eating different breakfast items, so it's fun for us to make stuff here while they enjoy it. This is what we got. We got chorizo and bacon. The options are so endless, it's not even fair. Inside the house, I've got boiling potatoes. We're going to take those past the parboil stage. We're going to take those to the actual done stage, drain them. We'll bring them out here, and I'll show you what I'll do with those because I want to use that bacon fat. We got our yellow corn tortillas, some cheese, throw in some eggs, some jalapenos, Matt, my good hot sauce. And other than that, it's really about whatever flavor combination you want to use. We've got a really good cheesesteak taquito for like game day with a cheese dip. And all the taquitos in the past, we finished on the griddle. Just keep rotating. Today, we're going to shallow fry just to see if there's how much of a difference there is. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
This thing seems like an absolute monstrosity compared to that one. I know it's a different size, but holy smokes.
Monstrosity.
What'd I say?
I don't even know.
Close enough.
Yep. I know what you meant.
Jason, that's for you. Save that clip right there. All right. So bacon is going to go down, and I've learned that I can keep some good grease built up in this corner. So I'll just go and cook the bacon on that side. That way we save that grease for the potatoes. All right, we got our bacon down. I'm just going to throw the chorizo down, start renting the fat out. Peppers and onions are going down. All right, so here's the recap. We got the bacon cooking. It's getting at the final stage. Our chorizo, our peppers and onions. I just salt and pepper those really quickly. You guys can see that the fat is running out of that bacon, so I've just been keeping it over here and hoarding it. Bring this all the way to the front. Because my potatoes are done. Now I would say, like I said, these are not parboiled. These are done all the way through. Nice shallow layer. Come back and hit them with some salt, pepper, garlic, whatever you got. We just got like a little thing that I mixed up, a little all-purpose. And we're going to fry those and brown those in that bacon fat. Now I'm just using the hot part of the griddle. Remember, the left side and the right side typically stays the colder part or the cooler part. If you bring it to the middle, it's like raising the temperature up on the gas stove. All right, in the bowl here, we're just gonna crack some eggs. If we have leftover, it's not a big deal. We can eat it throughout the week. So I'm just gonna look at 5 eggs. That's 4, 5. A little pepper and salt. And just give that a good mix. All right, I've turned this side of the griddle off. I've got the 2 middle ones on about a medium. This one's completely off. Plenty of bleed over and residual heat to scramble our eggs. Not a big deal. Trying to keep everything warm. Keep cooking those potatoes. See how your butter's reacting on the griddle? You don't have brown butter. That's a good sign. That means your griddle temp's cool enough. When you're dealing with a large amount of eggs, you can't pour them on the griddle all at once. It's just going to run everywhere. So start damming it up, which means you're cooking and creating those edges, and it kind of keeps your eggs in there. Keeps them fluffier because they're not as thin, spread out through the griddle. Now remember, these are going to fry inside the taquito. A lot of that heat's going to be 360 with that oil. So I definitely don't want to overcook my eggs now. See how much browning we're getting right there? That's perfect. All right. That's good to me. All right, even the best fail. Listen, I planned on adding some cheese to the eggs. Not a lot, but I do feel like the fat in the cheese helps keep the eggs moist. So I ended up just pulling the eggs a little bit earlier. But I couldn't get this stupid thing open to save my life. So what I didn't want to do is overcook the eggs just because I couldn't get this bag open. Golly.
So that's a good lesson about griddle cooking. Make sure your bags, your packages are open so you're ready to go.
It happens fast, that's for sure. That's what we always talk about. Potatoes are coming off. They look fantastic. It takes a while, especially when you go straight from the boiling stage right to the griddle. It takes a while for that water to evaporate. Then it takes a little bit for those potatoes to start frying, but once they start doing it, man, it's downhill. Our griddle has plenty of leftover heat. Start going these down. I'll probably go like 3 at a time. I bet it's not hot enough. I can go 6 at a time probably. All right, we like the cheese, so I just spread it around evenly. You know, you can kind of like mix and match at this point. You can make all of them the same. You can, you know, do a vegetarian style. You can do just chorizo. The biggest thing is you cannot overstuff these. And this one's missing the peppers and onions. All right. Bring in your ingredients, roll them over.
Hope for the best.
Seam side down. Flip them when they get crunchy.
Ooh, you gotta be careful. This one's coming.
Not on my watch. Cheese. The biggest thing I can tell you is you cannot stuff these too full. I've probably got too much stuff on there as it is. It's just hard not to want everything. But you got to give yourself room to be able to fold and create that seal. Take your tongs, it's hot oil. Let me guys show you this. So we've done this in the past. I don't think we've ever filmed it. My two right burners are on very low. So when you fry something like this, the grease has to go somewhere. You put it on a cooling rack or paper towels, especially paper towels, the bottom gets soggy. I've got it elevated on the lip. The grease drains down. It keeps it warm from the residual heat because your eye's on. And then they stay super crunchy. So you don't have like a soggy bottom. So just kind of like one of those tips. See how much oil is at the bottom? All right, we got the whole batch done. Everything's basically like a hodgepodge. It was hard to keep control over what I was making and what I wasn't. You guys can tell just how much more crispier it gets when you deep fry. You don't have to. You can obviously cook it on the griddle. But you got the eggs, potatoes, the cheese. Let's see. Oh, that looks like a good one. Chorizo, potatoes, and cheese. It's going to be my first one right there. Oh.
Some hot sauce.
It's hot too. I might regret this. I'm going for bite 2. That's a way to get your day started. That's different. It's fantastic. You can make what you want.
That's what I was worried about, was all of the oil
Getting into
it when you deep fry it versus how we did the cheesesteak ones. But actually, it's not bad, especially like with the salsa.
This to me is a perfect example of why I love what I do. You get creative, you come up with ideas, you put them together. Took a little bit more time for breakfast than what most people would want to enjoy, but it's not something we make every single weekend or every single day. But it's definitely worth the time to just mess with it. Make the ingredients you like, sausage, egg, and cheese. You just got to be careful. You cannot overstuff them. I'd much rather you make 20 than 10 full ones because they can get away from you in a hurry, especially in the fryer or something like that. But that's it, guys. Breakfast taquitos. All right, guys, we have a membership. It's the join button down below or up top or left, right, or wherever it's at. It just says join. Check that out. If you have, thank each and every one of you for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle group on Facebook where we talk about griddles. There's a lot of stuff going on in the griddle world right now. New griddles, different size of griddles. Technology is coming like crazy left and right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. That's what I want up there. It's chorizo, egg, cheese.